Hi, my name's Polly and this is a webcast about the Affiliations course that's running as part of the Visual Cultures MA at Goldsmiths this year. I hope you'll be able to join us for the course. It's going to be a really great one. It's about, on one level, art and philosophy in Africa in the last 50 years, which is a fantastic subject. On another level, it's about how we position ourselves in the world, about how we begin to understand other people's positions in the world. So we begin by asking, first of all, what gives you greatest cause for concern in the world today? Secondly, we ask, what does it mean to affiliate yourself to these causes? And thirdly, what can art and philosophy do to help you with these affiliations? So by taking this very personal stance from the beginning, by beginning to question how we position ourselves in the world, it helps us then go on to think about how other people do the same. So the course itself draws on a wide range of other affiliations, so thinking about how writers, artists, philosophers, curators, filmmakers, photographers working in Africa have expressed their affiliations, have understood their affiliations and how they've used art, theory, philosophy, writing in order to express these affiliations. So we explore a really wide range of material. We start actually in the Caribbean with the writing of Edouard Glissant, who thinks about ideas of rootedness, ideas of diaspora and community there. We then move to Africa to think about the writings, the theories of Kwame Nkrumah and Julius Nyerere, who are beginning to imagine what socialism meant in Africa in the independence period. We look at mural art in Mozambique, thinking about ideas of revolution and what that meant at that very moment. We look at the work of William Kentridge and his theatre productions which deal with the Truth and Reconciliation Committee in South Africa, looking at how theatre can help deal with issues of memory and issues of trauma, thinking through these difficult histories. In a similar vein, we look at the curatorial project Intimus Memorias Marcus, which dealt with opposing factions in the Angolan Civil War, thinking about how affiliations can somehow be reconciled through these curatorial projects. We look at the work of collectives such as Massa Mbili, working in Kibera, which is one of the biggest slums in Africa, on the outskirts of Nairobi, thinking about how the city is important to them, how this context informs their work. We look at the work of Somalian writer Farah, who explores ideas such as cosmopolitanism and what that meant in Mogadishu today. And we look at the photographs of Sami Baloji, who documents the Chinese mining communities in Katanga province in the southern DRC and explores ideas of utopia via these photographs. So we look at a really wide range of material. We look at films, the films of Abderrahmane Sissako, for example, and his approach to ideas of solidarity in the context of transnational movements during the Cold War and the Soviet support for anti-colonial movements in Africa. So some really, really fascinating material, and we use it to explore much wider ideas, so ideas such as friendship, cosmopolitanism, globalization, things that are massively relevant, urgent issues today. But instead of exploring them from the top down, if you like, we come from the bottom up, think about these very specific subject positions as a way into these massively relevant issues. So I really hope you can join us. It's going to be a great course, and I'm looking forward to it. So any questions, let me know. Cheers.